Imagine waking up tomorrow to find that your phone booked your flight, negotiated a better price on your car insurance, and rescheduled 3 meetings, all before you even opened your eyes. Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you this isn't science fiction anymore? It's already happening in 2026, right now, in homes across America. Stay with me for the next few minutes because what I'm about to show you will completely change the way you think about your smartphone, your job, and even your daily routine. And if you don't want to miss what's coming next in this fast-moving world of technology, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now because this channel is where the future gets explained before it happens. AI agents are not chatbots. They are not the assistant that just answers your questions and waits for the next one. These are software systems that can actually reason through a problem, make decisions, and take real action on your behalf without you sitting there guiding every single step. Think of the difference between a calculator and an accountant. One just processes what you tell it, the other actually thinks and acts. For years, we heard the promise of AI agents, but adoption was slow, clunky, and honestly, a little disappointing. Most people tried an AI agent once, watched it fail at a simple task, and gave up. But in 2026, something has shifted, and it has shifted fast. Major tech companies have quietly solved the reliability problems that held these systems back. And now agents are being woven into everyday life almost without anyone noticing. Let's talk about what this actually looks like in practice. Picture an AI agent that doesn't just suggest a flight, but actually compares 40 different options, checks your calendar for conflicts, and books the one that fits your budget and your schedule. It can email you a confirmation, add it to your calendar, and even message your travel companion to coordinate plans. This isn't a concept anymore. This is a feature already rolling out in mainstream apps used by millions of Americans. Now think bigger, because travel booking is just the beginning. These agents are starting to negotiate on our behalf, whether that means haggling with a customer service bot for a lower cable bill, or comparing insurance quotes and switching providers automatically when a better deal appears. Businesses are using them too, deploying agents that manage entire workflows, from scheduling shipments to processing invoices, cutting out hours of tedious human labor every single week. The line between software that helps you and software that works for you is disappearing right in front of our eyes. Let's go even deeper into how this technology actually works under the hood, because understanding this changes everything. An AI agent typically breaks a big goal down into smaller steps on its own, almost like a person planning their day mentally before they even leave the house. It then checks tools, websites, and other software systems to gather the information it needs, adjusting its plan in real time when something doesn't go as expected. This ability to adapt on the fly without a human rewriting the instructions every time something changes is exactly what separates a true agent from the simple automation scripts of the past. Think about the healthcare industry for a moment because this is where the impact becomes almost hard to believe. Hospitals are beginning to use agents that monitor patient records, flag early warning signs, and even schedule follow-up appointments automatically when something looks concerning. Doctors are no longer drowning in paperwork the way they used to, because an agent quietly handles the administrative side while they focus on actual patient care. This alone could save thousands of hours across the healthcare system every single week. Hours that translate directly into lives saved and better outcomes for patients. Now picture the world of personal finance, an area where most people feel completely overwhelmed and unsure of what to do. AI agents are starting to monitor your spending, negotiate lower interest rates with your credit card company, and even move your money into better savings accounts the moment a better rate appears. Some agents can track subscriptions you forgot you were paying for and cancel them automatically before another charge hits your account. This is money literally being saved for people who never had to lift a finger or make a single phone call. This shift is also transforming the way people work, and not always in comfortable ways. Companies are integrating agents into everyday business processes, allowing small teams to accomplish what used to require entire departments. Some executives are calling this the biggest productivity leap since the introduction of the internet itself. But workers in certain industries are understandably nervous, wondering how many tasks they perform today will simply be handled by an agent within the next year or two. But here's where it gets even more interesting, and a little unsettling if you really think about it. These agents are starting to talk to each other. Your personal shopping agent might negotiate directly with a retailer's sales agent, with no human involved in the middle of that conversation at all. Imagine two pieces of software quietly striking a deal on your behalf while you're asleep, and you wake up to find the transaction already complete. This machine-to-machine negotiation is happening far more often than most people realize, and it's creating an entirely new kind of digital economy. Retail companies are training their own agents specifically to negotiate with customer agents, almost like two skilled salespeople sitting across a table from each other, except neither one is actually human. Some experts believe this could eventually lead to prices that change instantly based on real-time supply, demand, and even your own personal negotiating agent's strategy. It's a strange new world where the best deal you get might depend entirely on how well your AI agent was trained to bargain. Of course, this rapid rise hasn't come without serious concerns. Experts are already warning that a large percentage of agentic AI projects launched by businesses will actually fail or get canceled because companies are rushing in without proper planning or oversight. There are real questions about security, too, since an agent that can act on your behalf can also be manipulated or hacked to act against you. That's why cybersecurity experts are racing to build new kinds of protection specifically designed for a world where software makes decisions and takes action without waiting for a human to click approve. Let's talk honestly about the risks, because this technology is not all smooth sailing and convenience. If an agent is given access to your bank account or your email, a single security flaw could allow a hacker to manipulate that agent into draining your funds or leaking sensitive information. There have already been documented cases where poorly secured agents were tricked by malicious instructions hidden inside emails or websites, causing them to take actions their owner never intended. This is exactly why major tech companies are investing enormous amounts of money into what's being called agent security, a completely new branch of cybersecurity built just for this emerging threat. There's also a deeper question lurking underneath all of this technological excitement. As these agents get better at reasoning, planning, and acting, how much of our daily decision-making are we willing to hand over? Convenience is a powerful thing, and once you experience an agent that saves you hours of tedious work every week, it becomes incredibly hard to go back to doing everything yourself. This is exactly how technology quietly reshapes society, not through one dramatic moment, but through thousands of small, convenient choices that add up over time. Look at what's already happening in major U.S. cities, where autonomous systems and driverless vehicles operate around the clock, coordinated in part by these same kinds of intelligent agents managing logistics and routing behind the scenes. Retailers are using agents to power personalized shopping experiences, predicting what you want before you even search for it. Financial institutions are deploying agents to monitor markets and execute trades in fractions of a second, reacting faster than any human ever could. This isn't a distant future we're describing. This is the infrastructure being built under our feet right now, in 2026. Even education is starting to feel this shift in ways parents and students are only beginning to notice. Some schools are experimenting with agents that create personalized study plans for every single student, adjusting the difficulty and pace based on how that student is actually performing in real time. Instead of a one-size-fits-all curriculum, imagine a system that notices a student struggling with fractions and automatically generates extra practice problems just for them. Teachers say this frees them up to spend more time actually connecting with students instead of grading papers late into the night. Small business owners are also feeling this transformation in a very personal way, especially those who never had the budget to hire a large support staff. A single entrepreneur running an online store can now deploy an agent that handles customer service messages, tracks inventory, and even reorders products automatically when stock runs low. This levels the playing field in a way we haven't seen before, allowing a one-person operation to compete with companies that have entire departments dedicated to those same tasks. It's giving ordinary people a kind of leverage that used to only belong to giant corporations with massive budgets. So where does this leave us as we move further into this year and beyond? Analysts expect adoption to become widespread, moving from a niche feature used by tech enthusiasts to something baked into nearly every app and service we rely on daily. The companies that figure out how to deploy these agents safely and effectively will gain a massive competitive advantage over those that hesitate. And for everyday people like you and me, the question isn't whether AI agents will become part of our lives, it's how quickly we adapt to a world where our software doesn't just assist us, it acts for us. We are standing at one of those rare moments in technological history, similar to the early days of the internet or the first smartphones, when everything is about to change and most people don't even realize it yet. The agents booking your travel today are just the beginning of a much bigger transformation heading straight for every industry, every job, and every home. What feels new and experimental right now will likely feel completely normal within the next few years, the same way we now take video calls and instant messaging for granted. The future isn't coming. It's already quietly rearranging itself around us, one automated task at a time. If this video opened your eyes to how fast the world is changing, you owe it to yourself to stay ahead of the curve. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join a community that refuses to be caught off guard by what's coming next. Drop a comment below and tell me, would you trust an AI agent to negotiate a deal or book a trip entirely on its own? I read every single comment and I want to know where you stand on this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we dig even deeper into the technology quietly reshaping our future.